Good morning. I don't know about our audience, but that intro just makes me smile, like really smile. It's so darn cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah. Sherry was our first person this morning.
She's up early.
And there's Jan and Donna and Gisela, sorry. And Anne-Marie and Pat and Bonnie and Brandy. And on it goes.
Yep, the list keeps going. I don't know where you were, but it was starting to spit this morning.
Yeah, just a little bit when I was coming in.
It's a little cooler.
I was last in this morning, so.
All right. So we had a quilt show.
We did, and the St. Mary's show was a fabulous show. I think a lot of you did get out to see it. I think they had a couple thousand people come through, but a very beautiful show and well done as always. They certainly have a reputation for that. So we enjoyed being there. We enjoyed seeing so many of you there. And there were so many people we haven't seen for such a long time. So it was a very nice opportunity to reconnect.
And some of them came back to the store shop, so that was nice. I got to see more of the store.
Absolutely.
There's always lots to see.
Yeah, and we just keep rotating, and there's just new things coming in all the time, and we just try to keep it moving.
Yep, looks like some of the people were there.
Yeah, Patricia. Now, I think we have a word of the day. It's going to pop up here soon.
There it goes. Margaret's on it. It's Poppy. So you'll figure out shortly why, but Poppy, Poppy, make a comment using that word. You just have to do it once, and then you'll be entered into our draw. And speaking of our draw, today we have these little iron-on appliques. They're little tea cups, and I think there's some cupcakes, a teapot, so you can have some fun with that. I have a painter's garden. It's a pattern. You could do it as a block of the month, or you could just pick colors and just make it.
I think it has two versions, the front and the back, right?
Yeah, applique version and the pieced version. So lots of options. And if you have an AccuQuilt cutter, there's even dies that you can use to cut it. And then I picked 5 fat quarters. There's a little print there. You can have some fun with those.
How those coordinate nicely, Tammy.
So make sure you use the word Poppy, and then we'll draw at the end.
And we can draw from people who are watching on YouTube as well as Facebook, correct?
Yep.
I think that's the way it
I don't know. Was that a trick question?
I think that's the way it works, that Margaret has it set up that way now.
Perfect. Right. And all the Poppy words are rolling in.
That's always interesting. We kind of get a little sidetracked there because we want to see what people have said about the word.
Sometimes they're very creative.
Yes.
All right. So we have a lot of things on our table, and some of these were at the show, so they might look familiar. And those of you who didn't go, that's new for you. Sort of where we want to start. So one of the things we like to offer some little grab and go things at the show. And this is a little starter sashiko kit. So in it, you have this blue fat quarter, you've got the white thread, you've got a needle threader, and then there's some inspirational cards to kind of get you going.
Let's show them the cards.
And then that little kit is $15.
This is a great way to start somebody out.
So there's each little starter kit will be different, but there's 2 cards that give you a little pattern and explain something about it and how to do it. And then on the back is the way that you would start stitching. So just a fun little kit if you wanted to give sashiko a whirl and didn't want to invest a whole lot. And then of course there's more threads and things in the store. So, you can just see how nice the white thread looks on that blue base cloth.
It does. Now, the Sit and Stitch Club is always, the first Wednesday of the month?
Yes, I think we have May yet. I'm not sure about June, and then there will be a break for the summer. There's also a little quilty key fob kit where you've got your hardware and Anna Marie Horner, her fabric. We use that as inspiration. Those are $5. Then there's a little hexie pouch kit that also has the zipper, the pole, the fusible fleece, and then the cute little hexagon fabric. And there's your lining. You know, you've got your zipper. We've even put it on the zipper tape for you so you don't have to stress. And that little pouch kit is $10.
So that's just an ideal little pouch to start.
Mm-hmm. We have a little strawberry welcome banner. Has a little bit of embroidery on the bottom for welcome, but you could do that with your machine. And then the kit includes all the fabrics for the front and the back. You just put your own binding or whatever, or batting, whatever you want to use. And the pattern is in there as well. So that's $15 for the little banner kit.
And we have the really cute little binding. The binding tool with 6 yards of binding on it. So I want to say it's enough to do a queen size quilt. And this is all bias binding and it's all fun. And we put it on this binding tool for you. So once you use it up, you have something to store your binding on when you make it. So these are $28. There's 6 yards on there. And as I mentioned, it includes a nice Riley Blake binding tool.
There's some
All kinds of colors. And we have the binding available on reels in the store. So you could just, if you only needed 3 yards or 2 yards, you could purchase it loose like that. So that's now available in the shop. But we thought with this binding tool, that would be a great addition to your sewing room.
Then there's also this little mini iron case. We should have brought a little iron to show you, but it's got the little handle and then you zip it open and it has a cute little lining. So you have the whole kit, again, with the zipper, the fusible interfacings that you need, all the fabrics and the instructions for $25. And so this fits that little mini Oliso, or if you had like a little travel iron.
Yeah. Or you could put other things in it. It's a really nice little case.
Yeah. And zips up nice. Be a cute little makeup thing too. Anything. But we loved it for the little irons.
I think that was a great addition. Let's see. Do we want to do this one, Tammy?
We have a few last chance. And so this is what we'll show. The Canada drawstring bag that we had. We have one more panel left. Oh, do we remember the price? 19
or 21 or something. They weren't crazy.
So
but
this
they're really
that.
nice. The instructions are included.
Yeah. On the other side, sorry. And it's a home decor weight, so it's
like that
thicker.
canvasy material. Yeah.
And the bag is like 18 inches by 13 inches. So one more left in that. And then I think that basket has all the.
So we have some last stubs here. This is, I think, a Lori. Is this a Lori Holt panel?
Yes. So this is a Lori Holt quilt label panel, also in that home decor weight. It's $25 and it's huge. There's so many panels, labels that you could cut. They're very cute.
And then we have this really sweet little table runner kit, and this one. See, we've got a pretty little back on it, and it is 14 by 39, and it's $45 less, 20%. So that's $9 off. So that makes it $36. Just if you're wanting to do some quick math, if you were thinking, okay, how much is 20% off of $45?
Okay.
So that one's very cute. And it's hard to believe that we are down to the last one of this. This has been so crazy popular.
That's the right way. No.
Go this way. I think this way, Tammy.
Okay.
There we go. It's the hummingbird kit with that beautiful hummingbird. And this little kit, it's 42 by 48 and it's $60. That includes the binding and that cute little border to make that work.
Okay.
So, lots of things to think about. Oh, and more people are joining us.
I guess we should talk about our t-shirts too. We have those available in the
Absolutely
store.
should. So we have sizes. Do we have medium, large, extra large, 2X, right? They're all $25 and we have two styles. We have this one here with the flowers and the pretty little quilt box, and the one that Tammy's wearing here. It's a good day to quilt.
So just in case you want to update your spring t-shirts.
Yeah, and I think that they're fun and nice and quilty to wear. So there's a good amount of them upstairs and available for sale.
Okay. And then we do also have fabric, of course.
Okay.
So we brought in some Tilda. These would go well with the fat quarters that we already have. These are poppy seeds.
Oh, and I wish you could see them closer. And I think when we get, I know we have some of the fat quarters coming, but you'll see how well these go with the others.
It was very, very tiny.
Tiniest with the little dots.
But these are good colors for backgrounds because we're always looking for shades for a different background than white.
And these go so well with all the Tilda colors if you're a Tilda person.
Even that is like a very nice muted palette.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So those are $24 a yard.
And we have this lovely line that's come in. And this is why you're hearing the word poppy this morning. And we're going to have a poppy quilt to show you maybe next week or the week after, because we have a really lovely kit from this line.
And this is Poppy Meadows from Northcott.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this is Northcott's. And, you know, poppies to me feel so Canadian. And, you know, there's just something about them.
These are just some things that coordinate with the line.
It's a very pretty line. And there is a panel that is incorporated into the quilt, and it is just lovely. So there's, you know, some nice earthy colors. Here we go. And there's a nice blue.
So they're doing more the browns, the blues, taupes with their poppies this year.
And this really, I think, exemplifies it right there. Look at that.
So that's got all your...
But really nice. Not your, you know, not what you were used to seeing, but something that is quite lovely to see. And then there's this lovely tone on tone. Yeah, I think we have to move a few. Doesn't take much for them to all get stacked up here. And then, of course, this, oh, I'm not going to knock that coffee today. Did you hear me say that, ladies? I'm not going to knock that coffee over. And this nice blue. And then they have a really nice project bag. Do you happen to recall the price on this one?
$21.
$21. This is, once again, home deck weight. I'm just going to hold this up for you. And so this is, like I said, you'll see the quilt in a week or two. We have the kits available, but this is a separate nice little bag panel, again by Northcott. That heavier home deck weight, just a grab and go. And what did it take you to whip up?
Oh, like
there?
maybe an hour because I was trying to iron and do things nice. Not that we don't always, but you know. And also it's like a panel, the same idea with the instructions on the bottom, and everything that you need is on the panel.
So I think it's a really nice bag. We've got show and share. Should we do that?
We do.
Before I have to start using my muscles. Ah, look at this one. She finished the trellis quilt. This is, does anybody remember? I wish my eyes were better here. She had a great time making this. And she did a really good job. This is that Jason Yenter trellis quilt. Turned out lovely.
And there's Gladys. She was playing with her 2.5-inch squares.
Oh, Gladys.
And she was showing us how the block is and how you just twist and turn it, and it kind of looks like a log cabin. So, like, okay, there was a future possibility for squares.
Yeah, she uses her scraps up beautifully.
That was huge. That was a king size, I think.
Oh, and there's our Angelique.
She finished her little patchwork jacket. She took Rosie's class. It was very darling.
It is.
All of them are. They all
They
have been.
really turned out beautifully.
And there's Bonnie with her teal version of that dragonfly panel.
Very effective. So she had the purple and the teal, and I think she was giving both away.
Mm-hmm. They were gifts for weddings, I think.
Lovely gifts. Look at the big smile here. This is Lorraine Balderson, and this is a Kimberbell pattern. And if you have a bigger screen, I hope you'll take the time to kind of zoom in and look at it. It's darling. All the little appliques and all the designs.
The fairy tales and embroidery, like the machine embroidery.
Yeah, she's done a really good job. And these are two ladies that popped into our booth at the quilt show at St. Mary's. And the daughter is the one in the long coat. And her first coat she made, her mother is wearing. And this is her second coat. And we should have taken a picture from the back too. With this pineapple block, just stunning. She has done an excellent job. And just so different, you know. I love that it was long. I like the colors. Like, she really knocked it out of the park.
It's a work of art.
Yeah, this lady has a future.
Looks like she's enjoying it too.
Yes. And here's our Tracy. Look at her go. Another big quilt. I think Tracy might be our most prolific of our quilters. Sometimes it's between her and Gina, you know.
Yep.
They just, wow. And another one. Is this Greens, I think?
I think so. I don't think I saw this one in person.
Very effective.
And there's Sue. She brought this in a few times to pick things for her granddaughter because it had to be Elsa from Frozen. So
I know, and they have to look really good. They have to look all over for these panels now to find them for these grandkids. But she did a lovely job of that. Somebody will be very pleased with that quilt. Oh, and Bar Bears, that's a cute one. I love you to the moon and back. And there's the back of it. So she made it so I think it was reversible.
That's the second one, wasn't it? A second quilt, yeah.
Second quilt?
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
I think that's Anne Marie. Her
One block wonder.
One block wonder.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
yeah.
I was thinking kaleidoscope.
Yeah, okay.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, it's close.
Oh, I didn't get to see that one. That's lovely.
And there's Bonnie. This is the back of her quilt. And she used border print.
That's so fun, isn't it? With those funny little kittens. And do we get? Oh,
and there's the front.
Oh, backwards.
It's okay.
Excellent.
So it's reversible. I get fun on both sides.
Here's Marlene with her giraffe quilt. Looks great.
Always fun.
I know Marlene's just standing. She looks good standing beside that giraffe. She's tall and thin. And then look at that. This is her version of her
Luminary.
Luminary that Louise
Yeah.
is doing. That's been a very popular class. She's done a great job with it. And I
They all
really
look
like
different.
these colors. Yeah, they're all so different and so striking.
There's Tracy. Is that a window
Yeah, that
box or shadow something?
That's very effective in those colors. That style of quilt always pops. And this is, what is
Donna.
that? Donna. And Donna was in for a private lesson. She wanted to make this special pillow for, is it a granddaughter? Granddaughter. And look at what a beautiful job she's done.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful looking unicorn. I think she was very pleased.
Yeah, it
and
was
she and she should be. So just a reminder that we do have those private lessons when you're stuck or just need that extra help. We're glad to accommodate.
Okay. And we have some wide backs. So these are 118 inches wide. What's it called?
This is by Blank. And
Florique. Interesting name. That is more black than it looks.
yeah, maybe if I get this one close to it, there, that shows. There, now you see how black.
Yeah, it is. It's more black than it was originally shown. So this is not from the same line, the one that you have.
No, it's not.
Bubble pops.
But I just wanted to look at this one. Look at how much fun that is. Effervescence. You can just feel it. You kind of taste it, you know? Don't you think it's one of those ones where you can feel
The little
The
candy.
lid.
Fizzy pop?
yeah, something fizzy on
okay.
your tongue. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you how much that was a yard. It is 34. Thank you, Marlene.
All right. Back to the Florique.
We got 'em over there.
These are 36 and they are online. So you can find them there.
And this is a nice sort of reddy orange. Look at that. So that nice tone on tone gives you so many opportunities, you know, to like look at even with the poppy. Let's just grab that poppy bag. Look how nice that would look. So we have that pretty poppy quilt. No, this wasn't available when that when this line came in.
So there's a nice blue.
And of course, we have to have purple for all of our purple people. This is a lovely purple. But you know, it just has a really good design that, you know, has some movement without being intrusive that I think will be quite timeless over the years.
It's more of an aqua.
Oh, that's always one of my favorite colors,
It's
this
a
one.
nice summery color.
Yeah, and this one isn't showing up as good as it could either color-wise, but it is a real stunner. And then, of course, pretty in pink. All our pink people. And, you know, you look at these, I find that some of these designs, you know, the longer you stare at them, do you ever see faces and other designs? I do.
Now we do.
I get looking and then it'll be like, oh, I kind of see a tree and then I see a face. And
I'm not gonna spend all day looking.
oh,
at
I
them.
know. I'm
Not
like
gonna
that.
get
I
any
like
sewing done.
I like to look and see what I see in the fabric.
There's a nice green.
Yeah, that's like a sagey green, eh? This is a
Mhm.
this green is hard to get sometimes, that color.
All right. And I have one more.
One more from Tammy. Man, they're heavy, aren't they?
They are, well, especially when they're 118 inches wide.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this one is nice and neutral.
Thank you for your help because yeah, I can get them up, but then getting them up and then putting them back.
All right.
So we love having a good selection of wide backs for your quilts.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a couple more coming maybe in our next order.
Okay.
Anyway, we like to keep them fresh for you.
So behind us, we hung Kathleen's story again. We have one more kit left, and then they're gone. So this was the block of the month, but you could get your first 4 months all together in one kit and just get started.
Because the next ones are actually coming, well, I'm not
Shortly,
going to say
I
next month because next month, it's hard to believe, but May is what, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
May 1st is Friday. So anyway, the balance comes in May, but this has just been a stunning, stunning, beautiful quilt. This is a quilt that I think is one of those ones that you will keep.
So if you weren't sure, this would be a good time to choose because there's only one left.
So it can be done as a block of the month or the whole kit. And if you buy the whole kit with the pattern, it's $300. It's a good size quilt. What is it, Tammy?
68 by 71.
Or if you wanted to do it as a block of the month, because you can start whenever you want, It's $100 deposit, and then is it 36 a month?
26.
26 a month. Yeah. So, like I said, one left, and it's mostly piecing with just a little bit of machine applique.
And Mary Weber, she's been on a roll. She said she's already done the first 3 months. So everyone that sees it loves it. It's very pretty.
So if that one interests you, get on the phone or let us know right away.
Email us. That's a great place to find us. Email or call us.
Yeah, doing it on Facebook here is hard because we don't always get the comments till later. So if it's something of a more urgent nature, please phone or email us directly.
Okay. So it looks like we're ready for door prizes. Margaret's ready. Okay. Let's do the little Shabbalicious applique shapes.
All these names flying by.
Diane Buckrow.
Congratulations, Diane.
In the Painter's Garden pattern.
This is
Do
a
that
great
next.
book. Anne Marie Wilson.
And then the little fat quarter pack. Ruth, I believe.
Yeah, Ruth McGee. Congratulations.
Let us know if you'll pick up or if you need it mailed, and then we can accommodate that.
Thank you for joining us on this beautiful spring day. There's lots of blossoms on the trees out there. I did put one small pack of parsley in my little garden planter to see if it will survive.
Oh,
There's some chives that have come up from last year, so I thought, well, we'll just see. It's still too early to plant, but there's the icicle pansies outside
yes,
the
a lot
stores
of
right
people
now.
have them.
Yeah, they look so nice. But it's starting, we're all starting to clean up our gardens a little bit and watching some of our perennials jump out of the ground because they're not just popping right now, they're jumping. Like it's amazing from day to day how much they've grown.
People are cutting their grass, so
Just smells good out there. So we hope that you will take a trip and visit us at Cherish Pieces. Check us out online. Tammy's been keeping that website up to date. We've got lots of good classes coming up and different ideas that we're thinking about. So we look forward to seeing you and hearing from you. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
have a great day.